Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Tower card, right? Nothing to fear. It's usually the Tower card comes as like a big realization. It's a moment at which we're like, okay, this path is no longer open to me. I now need to find another one. And what this suggests to me for you guys this week is not only is there that big, powerful realization, but it's like an avenue is closed to you this week. And you may not understand why when this happens. You might think to yourself, okay, you know what? This all looked good. Everything, all the signs were there that this was going to be great. But the door closes. There is always a reason behind this, so hang on in there. The other thing with the Tower card as well, a lot of the plans that you have this week, be prepared for them to go out of the window. Now, that being said, remember your ruler Mercury goes retrograde close to the end of this week. And on top of that, we've got Venus retrograde as well. I mean, the Venus retrograde isn't so bad because it's actually offering a trine energy to your sun, moon or ascendant sign. So it's pouring a positive, it will likely bring something back from your past that could be really beneficial for you. But this Tower card does suggest that you're going in some new directions this week, ones that maybe you won't see coming or that you didn't see coming. All right. With that, for those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have the Page of Pentacles, right? So in a lot of ways, this, for me, I mean, it does suggest two things. One, this week, your idea on what your purpose is at the moment, right? Because I believe we have more than one purpose in life. It's not just you get one and that's kind of it, right? It's too simplistic a way of viewing life, and it doesn't ring true for me personally. So that's what I believe. You don't have to believe the same, right? Now, the fact that you've got this Page of Pentacles and you've got the Tower card, there is a change here. And it might be, maybe there's something that you realize, actually, you know what? I don't even enjoy this anymore. I don't want to do it. This could be a hobby, right? But it could just as easily be something that is linked to your work. So there might be something that you decide to take off the table, that you decide to take in a different direction, that you decide to do something different with. In a lot of ways, I actually think that this could be really great for you. Because it's going to free up some space, right? Now, the final thing that I will say to you is this week you're likely to have to use your voice a little bit louder than you are expecting. Maybe this is because things get intense, right? Especially with the Tower card in close proximity. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Queen of Swords, which does suggest this week, I'm going to call it here and now. I'm sorry to say this, Virgo, but I wouldn't be surprised if you get into an argument this week. You got the Queen of Swords, what you're ready, willing and able to fight for. Underneath the Tower card, that could be quite an explosive bust up. And on top of that, you got that Page of Pentacles in your actions and options about using your voice for something. So it does suggest that this week, I touch wood, I hope I'm wrong, but this week you could find that you end up crossing words with somebody, maybe somebody that you didn't expect to cross words with. Maybe you're having a conversation with somebody and it gets really heated. This could have something to do with your work. It's possible because this is the communications and conversation sphere. When it comes to your work, for those of you that work for somebody else, this is likely to be in regards to something that you were promised. I kind of feel like, maybe a boss or a superior or a co-worker that you covered for and, said, well, when you need a shift or whatever, I'll cover it for you. It's like somebody's reneged on a deal or an agreement that you had, and it's like you're not standing for it at all. And fair play to you. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, people that work for themselves, this could be a client, it could be somebody that oversteps a boundary of some sort and you're like really not here for it. It may also be as well that some part of maybe the technology that you use, it looks like something may break down this week or may not go ahead as smoothly as it usually does, and you're having to really sort of almost like, you know, really get someone to pull their finger out so that they can actually help. It's like the help that you receive might feel lackluster this week, and so you're kind of like, no, you know what, I pay you, you offer a service and you're not giving me that. So you might have to really, you know, get in after somebody this week. When it comes to those of you that are retired or no longer working, same energy, right? The difference is it's not about your purpose and it's not about your work. This may very well be a situation that you are like sick and tired of seeing unfold, right? Maybe this is that your kids keep fighting over something. Maybe that this is, you know, the siblings in the family are fighting over something, or it's like there's an argument of some sort that's happening that you are well and truly over at this point. And so you might really sort of let rip and just say, look, you know, had a bleep enough at this point, get it together. I mean, you know, and for those of you that are in the working sphere as well, this may be something that you're ready to call out, something that you see that you're like, no, you know what, I don't like that, so I'm going to have to say something. For your love and relations, you have the Page of Cups. You've got 2 pages here. So 2 pages represents the energy of disquiet, and I got to be honest with you, this whole week so far looks to be disquiet, right? So I'm gonna say this to you, Virgos. Usually you guys are like, you tend to get on with everybody because you just get on with it. But this is not that week for you. I'm sorry to say, this is one of those moments where you're kind of like, nah, you know, like this could be a very loud week. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, you've got 2 pages again. This could be a difference of feeling, not a difference of opinion, right? Yes, the opinion might come into it, but it's like you both feel very strongly about something. Ooh, excuse me. And you're not able to see eye to eye on it. Don't let whatever this thing is, you know, in the work sphere or in like a different area, don't let it impact on the relationship stuff. For those of you that are single, you know, sometimes the people that we meet that really rub us the wrong way tend to be the people that we are attracted to. So it may be, if you meet someone this week, you know, either through your work or through a familial tie or connection, and you think, oh gosh, you know, I can't stand this person, don't be so sure, because it may be that something develops with you later on. For your money and materials, you've got the 9 of Wands. It's not an easy week for you guys, I'm sorry to say. Now, the 9 of Wands, I'm going to start with health first. I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but if you are getting any sort of results or diagnoses this week, I would get a second opinion, all right? Because that 9 of Wands suggests that there is maybe an underlying issue somewhere, one that you are either not seeing or maybe not paying attention to, and whoever your physician is may not have seen it either. For some of you, this might actually be the thing that causes a dispute. When it comes to your finances, your money and your resources, this looks to be a point of contention this week. When it comes to your finances, there's either a difficult conversation about money or finances that needs to be had. It may just be as well, maybe you've applied for a loan, maybe you've applied for something and it's like, you know, everything looked fine, and now at the last minute you're expected to jump through all of these extra hurdles. Just keep an eye on that, all right? And it's important that you don't lose your proverbial bleep. When it comes to your home and environment, be careful, because the 9 of Wands is a slips, trips and falls kind of card. It could be, I mean, for some of you, this might be an injury that's already happened that you're nursing, and, you know, it just pervades the week. But yeah, be careful this week in general, all right, with everything. I wish I could have given you brighter news this week, my dear Virgos, but unfortunately the cards have spoken and this is what you have. Find ways to navigate this or to traverse this, all right? Ones that see you being true to yourself, which, usually isn't a problem for you guys. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week, as great a week as you possibly can. I really do hope that it gets better, and I hope that none of this comes to pass for you. All right. This is one of those few times. Take care, and I'll see you soon.